Once upon a time, EKA just got married. She stood at the altar, looked into Caleb's eyes, and promised forever. And now? It's her wedding night, the first night of what should have been their happily ever after. But let me tell you something, nothing went according to plan. So here's how it all started. EKA is in the bathroom, slipping into her silk nightgown, trying to shake off the stress of wedding planning. The candles are flickering softly, casting golden shadows across the room. Her playlist hums quietly in the background, a mix of love songs meant to set the mood for the perfect evening. For once, everything feels perfect. And then, flip, flop, flip, flop. EKA freezes. What's that sound? Before she can process it, there's a knock on the door. At first, it's soft, almost hesitant. Then louder. Insistent. And then comes the voice. EKA, open the door now. Make I lie down small. My back go kill me. Aka's stomach drops. No way. There's no way Mama Ife is asking to come into her bedroom on her wedding night. Before EKA can say anything, Caleb, the man she just vowed her life to, chuckles like it's completely normal. Like it's not absurd. I told you Mama Ife doesn't like hard beds, Caleb says casually, already heading toward the door. EKA steps out from behind the bathroom door, heart pounding. What do you mean, lie down? Caleb shrugs like it's no big deal. She'll just rest a bit. Don't worry. She does this whenever she travels. You know how picky she is about sleeping arrangements. But, Aka's voice trembles as reality crashes over her. This is our wedding night. Caleb gives her a look, as if EKA is the unreasonable one. Babe, it's just for a little while. She's old, okay. Old. Guys, Mama Ife is barely 60. She runs her own business, chairs every church committee she can get her hands on, and rules her household like a queen. There's nothing frail or helpless about her. Still reeling, EKA watches as Caleb opens the door, and there stands Mama Ife, wrapped in her bright Ankara wrapper, radiating authority like she owns the world. And apparently, their bedroom too. Mama Ife walks in without waiting for an invitation. Without even glancing at EKA. She tosses her wrapper onto the chair, fluffs a pillow, and slides right into the center of their bed. Aka's sighed. Put off that candle a beg, Mama Ife snaps, fanning herself dramatically. You want to burn down this house? EKA freezes, staring at her in disbelief. At Caleb, silently begging for support. But Caleb simply smiles and pats Mama Ife's shoulder. She's just tired, Caleb says gently, avoiding Aka's gaze. Tomorrow, everything will be normal. But tomorrow never comes. Hours pass. Minutes feel like years. EKA lies crammed between Caleb and Mama Ife, three people squeezed into a space meant for two. Every time EKA moves, Mama Ife's leg brushes against hers. When EKA tries to roll away, Mama Ife's snores fill the air, loud, rhythmic, suffocating. EKA turns to face the wall, hot tears streaming down her cheeks. This isn't what she signed up for. This isn't the fairy tale she dreamed of. This is something darker. When morning finally comes, Mama Ife wakes before either of them, clapping her hands sharply to rouse them. Wake up, wake up. Mama Ife's voice cuts through the haze of exhaustion. This is not honeymoon, oh, this is my son's house. I need water boiled. EKA sits up groggily, watching as Caleb stretches lazily beside his mother. He grins at Mama Ife like she hung the moon. Mama, you want me to carry the pot? Caleb asks sweetly. Yes, now you're talking. And just like that, they leave EKA sitting alone in the room. Alone. In her own marriage. Later that day, EKA confronts Caleb. Why did Mama Ife sleep in our room last night? EKA asks, struggling to keep her tone calm. Caleb sighs deeply, running a hand through his hair. Babe, you know how close I am to Mama Ife. She just needs time to adjust. Once she sees how strong you are, she'll back off. Strong. EKA echoes, incredulous. Caleb, we just got married. Shouldn't we have time alone? To start our lives together. Caleb shrugs, his expression unreadable. Just give her time. She's adjusting too. Adjusting. Mama Ife is adjusting. What about EKA? That evening, it happens again. Mama Ife waltzes into their room carrying her pillow, blanket, and an air of entitlement that makes Aka's skin crawl. This mattress is good, Mama Ife declares, patting it approvingly. Very firm. Good for my back. EKA stares at her, clutching her wrapper tightly around herself. Mama Ife, EKA begins carefully, maybe you can try the guest room again. We really. Mama Ife's head snaps toward EKA, eyes blazing. You want to chase me away from my son's room? Is it now a sin for a mother to sleep beside her child? Caleb doesn't say a word. He avoids Aka's gaze entirely, leaving her stranded in the silence. Days turn into weeks. Nights blur together. Mama Ife becomes a permanent fixture in their home, and their bed. She rearranges the kitchen to suit her preferences. She calls Caleb away from EKA constantly, demanding his attention for the smallest tasks. She speaks to EKA like she's invisible, or worse, like EKA works for her. Every attempt EKA makes to reclaim her space ends in failure. Every conversation EKA has with Caleb about setting boundaries dissolves into excuses. She raised me alone, Caleb says. She sacrificed everything for me. How can I say no to her? One night, desperate, EKA calls her older sister, Neka. Mama Ife sleeps between us, EKA whispers, tears choking her voice. Every single night. She won't leave. There's a long pause on the other end of the line. Then Neka speaks, her tone razor sharp. That's witchcraft. Or madness. Or both. EKA laughs bitterly. It's not funny. No, it's not, Neka agrees. But you need to take control before it gets worse. You're the wife. Start acting like it. Don't let her settle. But it's already too late. Mama Ife has settled. She has brought her pillow. Her slippers. Her authority. And on the first night of Aka's marriage, EKA learns that love is not always a fairy tale. Sometimes, it's a nightmare. Twist ending. Months later, during another unbearable evening, EKA decides enough is enough. As Mama Ife settles into their bed yet again, EKA grabs her arm firmly. You can't keep doing this, EKA says, her voice shaking but resolute. This is my marriage. My home. To Aka's shock, Mama Ife smiles, a slow, chilling grin that sends shivers down Aka's spine. Oh, EKA, Mama Ife says softly, almost mockingly. Who do you think paid for this house? Who do you think convinced Caleb to marry you? EKA freezes, unable to comprehend her words. Before EKA can respond, Caleb steps into the room, looking guilty and defeated. What is she talking about? EKA demands, turning to Caleb. Caleb's silence speaks volumes. Mama Ife leans back against the pillows, victorious. Let's just say, dear, I always get what I want. To be continued. Thanks for watching, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. See you in the next video.